Do you know all the benefits of quitting smoking? Do you know all the ways quitting will change your life? This is Nasya Davos, and in this video you will learn 3 little known benefits of quitting smoking, because you already know that quitting will improve your health, your energy and your finances. Yes, these are wonderful gains, but there are also 3 ways quitting smoking will change your life in the long run that not everyone knows. So keep on watching. Before we get started, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell button so you can get notified when we release more videos like this that's going to help you in your journey. Okay, so we all know that quitting makes us healthier, gives us more energy, better bones, immune system, heart, lungs, blood flow, oral health. It improves our body in every way. But what about our mental health? Because many of you tell me that you're afraid quitting will make you anxious or depressed. And of course, that's not the case. We only think that when we've recently quit and we're trying to adjust to our smoke-free life. Because when we've recently quit, we blame quitting for our moods and for everything. And if you've had a bad experience with quitting in the past, I'm going to explain why in a bit. So let me show you 3 ways quitting smoking will improve your mental health. Number 1, it's going to increase your confidence a lot. It's going to increase your external confidence because you're going to have whiter teeth, brighter and tighter skin, you're going to look younger, you're going to smell better, and you're going to look vibrant and healthy. Health is beauty. And all that's great. But quitting smoking will also increase your internal confidence, the best kind. Because no matter where you come from, no matter what is your background, quitting smoking is going to be one of the most important achievements of your life. And this creates a point of reference that you can do anything you put your mind to. It becomes proof that you can achieve hard things, and this can have a positive domino effect in your life if you let it. So many of our members quit smoking, and this helps them then take the step and lose weight, overcome other addictions or bad habits. They go after their goals like promotions, they go after new experiences, they stand up for themselves more. Quitting smoking can change your life in so many ways. And if you're already someone who achieves a lot, and you have achieved a lot except quitting smoking, just imagine how great you will feel once you're free from this and you tackle this goal too. It's going to give you unshakable confidence, and no one can take away this. No one can take away the confidence that comes from knowing you did something you once thought impossible. And this shows in the way you talk, the way you move, the way you hold yourself. But for you to get this benefit, you need to own your non-smoking identity. If you're a deprived smoker and you tell everyone how hard it was and that you hate that you're a non-smoker, this is not owning your non-smoking identity. Instead, you need to wear your non-smoking identity as an armor of confidence that helps you achieve anything you want. And you know, if your family is not supportive because you failed before and they've seen it all before and they don't believe you can actually quit, don't worry about it. If you own your quit, they will eventually follow your lead. Now, what you ask me many times is, I have this feeling of confidence, but will it last? You're afraid that it's going to go away. So listen, you are going to have difficult days. That's part of life. But the longer you stay smoke-free, the more your confidence will increase. So it's not going to go away. It's going to get better and better and better. Every day you are smoke-free, it is an achievement. Every day is an achievement, and the next day is an achievement until the days add up and become part of who you are. Now, the second way quitting smoking is going to improve your mental health is by making you way happier. It's going to make you happier. And listen, right now, you may think that quitting smoking will make you unhappy. If you think that, you're not alone. I used to think the same, and many people do. And you may even say that you prefer to smoke and live a short life and enjoy it rather than a long life and be unhappy. But listen, addiction is not happiness. So this is not a real trade-off that you're preparing to make. What you're actually trading off by quitting smoking is a life of addiction with a life of freedom. Because living with addiction is like living a lie. Because what addiction does, it makes you believe that you cannot live without the thing you're addicted to. So when you ask heroin addicts, why are you using heroin? What do you think they say? They say, I cannot cope without it. I am bored without it. I cannot be happy without heroin. If someone told you that, what would you think? You think that heroin is the problem, right? But it's way easier to see that when we look at other addictions. But the same thing applies for the nicotine addiction. It is the problem, not the solution. And when you quit smoking, yes, there will be an adjustment period, but this adjustment period is not a preview of your smoke-free life. The truth is you're going to be happy after quitting smoking because you're going to be free. And there are many, many studies that show this and follow people after they quit smoking. For example, there was a study by the Cancer Research UK that shows that 1 year after quitting, ex-smokers are happier than before, and they're also happier than current smokers. And there are ways to measure happiness, even if it means different things to different people. So you're also going to see it from your own experience, and if you have been smoke-free for a long time in the past, you've seen it already. Now listen, you're probably not going to wake up the next day and feel euphoric. I mean, this can happen, but for most of us, there needs to be a period of adjustment where our brain heals and the dopamine in the brain is being regulated. But you will feel happier. But first, you need to go through this adjustment period. But this leads to a better life. And you are going to be happy as long as you stay smoke-free. Because what is happiness? Isn't it to be at peace and enjoy every moment of life and feel free and grow emotionally and spiritually and be there for your loved ones? Whatever happiness is for you, ask yourself, how is smoking offering you that? Because what smoking does, it adds guilt to your life, shame, agony, thinking about the next craving, interrupting your life to smoke. How is that happiness? Now, the third way quitting smoking is going to improve your mental health is by decreasing your anxiety and your depression. And this is huge, a huge benefit. Because most smokers are afraid that quitting will increase their anxiety and depression. They are afraid that without smoking, they're going to have no way to cope and manage with their emotions in an effective way. But listen, smoking does not help you manage your emotion. It helps you ignore the root cause and distract yourself for a moment. So it's not a coping mechanism, it's a distraction mechanism. Because think about it. If smoking really relieves stress and depression, then smokers would be the most relaxed and the happiest people ever. And of course, that's not the case. Smoking is a source of mental distress all by itself. Having cravings, the guilt, not feeling in control of your life and your health, feeling self-conscious all the time, missing out on precious moments to smoke, worrying about your health. So the truth is that quitting smoking decreases anxiety and depression. You're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel more relaxed. Your cravings that cause you stress all day long, they're going to be gone. Obsessing about the next cigarette, this worry, gone. Having health anxiety, gone. Running out of cigarettes and worrying if you have enough, gone. Smelling and worrying about the smell, gone. Rearranging your life to smoke, gone. The guilt, gone. How relaxing is that? There was a research, and in that research, they took 469 highly dependent smokers who were hospitalized after heart surgery. And these people, they wanted to stop in the past, but they all believed that smoking helped them with stress, and they just couldn't do it. But they quit because they had heart surgery. And 1 year later, the same people felt less stress. The only thing that changed is that they quit smoking. So listen, even though in the moment you feel smoking relieves stress, and if you think that you're not imagining this, there is actually a reason why smoking seems to help with stress. And I have another video where I explain why this happens, what's the real deal there, and how to cope. So make sure you check it out. So even though in the moment smoking seems to release stress, it actually creates and aggravates negative emotions, and it causes the next craving. Every cigarette causes the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Now listen, there is another study, and this one blows my mind. So this study gathered data from 26 other studies on the mental health, depression, anxiety, and mixed anxiety and depression of smokers. And what they found is that quitting smoking reduced depression, it reduced anxiety, and it improved positive mood and quality of life, even for the people with psychiatric disorders, and even for people with mood and anxiety disorders. And in fact, for those with mood and anxiety disorders, quitting smoking was as effective as antidepressant treatment. So, not smoking anymore was as effective as taking medication. And this is a lot about what smoking does to your brain. Now, you may ask me, but I quit smoking in the past. Why did I feel bad? So there are a few things to consider here. First of all, you perhaps didn't go through this period of adjustment. This is around 3 months that it takes for your brain to start regulating dopamine naturally. So you just have to wait it out, but you don't have to suffer in the meantime. You can enjoy this time and you can increase your dopamine naturally. Exercise, watch what you eat. Food is medicine. Watch the videos we have here. Remind yourself that nicotine caused you to feel that way. Nicotine is the problem, not the solution. And of course, ask for help. It's always great to ask for help. The other thing you should consider is that you quit, but you were still mentally addicted. So you quit, but you still believed that smoking added value to your life, so you felt deprived. Of course, this is a belief, so what you need is to address that belief. You can still work on your mental addiction even if you have already quit. So there are many things you can do there as well. And the third thing is that you haven't used or learned new coping skills. So we talked about before that smoking is not a coping mechanism, it's a distraction mechanism. It's not a good coping mechanism, it's bad. However, if it is the only thing you ever used, if it is the only thing you ever knew, it's natural that when it's gone, it's going to leave a void there. So you need to fill that void with healthy coping strategies. And if you do, it's going to change your life forever. So to sum up, quitting smoking will improve your mental health by increasing your confidence, external and internal confidence, by increasing your happiness, and by decreasing dramatically your anxiety and your depression. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it showed you that life is better without addiction and that there is a great future waiting ahead and that you can do it because you can. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to overcome the mental addiction, then the CBQ method is for you. CBQ stands for Cognitive Behavioral Quitting, and it is a psychology-based method. It has no drugs, no medication, none of those things. The CBQ method has helped thousands of smokers succeed. It's the same method I talk about in my TED Talk, and my team and I developed it after years of modeling what happy non-smokers did. And we put it in a method that everyone can use to succeed. And the CBQ method works because it has 4 quit smoking stages. So if you want to start with the CBQ method, make sure you get the foundational video of the CBQ. The link is in the description. In that video, I show you what are the 4 stages of the CBQ method, how they work together, and tips to get started with every stage. And the best thing is that you're going to get an overview of your whole quit smoking journey from start to finish. You're also going to get a PDF starter guide for the CBQ method, and this guide shows you what happens on every stage, and it has tips for every stage, and it's also clickable, so you can have it with you along your journey and add your own notes and be your guide. So get it, it's going to help you a lot. And before you go, let me know in the comments, do you believe that quitting smoking will improve your mental health? I'm looking forward to reading your answers. And if you like this video, hit the like button, share it with someone who can benefit from it, and subscribe to this channel to get more videos like this. See you in the next video.